Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And today I'll be giving my thoughts on the 2025 Disney Pixar Cars diecast poster. So I'm gonna start with Cars. So I was gonna originally give my thoughts on every single car, but I figured that would take too long. So I'll just give my general thoughts on each of the movies or each of the sections and colors. So yeah. Starting with Cars, I gotta say I really like this part of the poster. I really like the fact that Mattel put a lot of focus on Cars. And I like the fact that we got several new releases, I guess you could say, Thailand variants mostly, and one new diecast, that being Masha Elsrange, the Vibrational Crew Chief. It's definitely a step up from last year. Last year we just got a bunch of Piston Cup racers, none of which were new Thailand variants, and the only Thailand variants were Mater with Sign and the tuners with flames, and that was it. So this year they've definitely did a lot more, so I like that. The only thing I don't like about this poster is the fact that they put Slim Hood in the Cars section. So yeah, but I'm I'm gonna include him along with the rest of the Cars 3 cars when I talk about Cars 3. Up next is Cars 2, which has only 3 releases, unfortunately. But 2 of those releases are actually really good. Those being Grem and Acer. So yeah, it's really nice to see them come back. And then Otis, for some reason, once again. I don't know why they keep re-releasing him. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that there's only 3 releases. Kind of wish that there were more, but yeah, still it's great to see Grem and Acer back. So yeah, and up next is Cars 3, which has only 7 releases if you don't count the 2-packs. Yeah, so I really like this. Obviously you still have standard releases like Jackson Storm, Rusty's Cruise, and Rusty's McQueen, but really those are the only 3 boring releases. I mean, unless you count Kemp Spinner, but the rest, Jodan Jackson, Slim Hood, and Fishtail and High Impact, they're actually really sought after releases, especially High Impact and Fishtail. Those 2 haven't been released in a long time. Slim Hood and Jodan Jackson are just really nice legend re-releases, especially Slim Hood. So yeah. Up next is Cars on the Road, which surprisingly doesn't really have that many releases. I guess Mattel just wants to cut back on Cars on the Road releases, which is understandable because it's been 3 years now, I think. Yeah. So it's about time that Cars on the Road kind of take a step back, take a break, I guess. But I don't like the fact that there's only 1 new release, even in the 2-packs, which I'll get to. And that being Jennifer Gearson. For some reason they call her Jonathan Gearson, which is a really weird mistake. I think it's a mistake. I consider it to be so. But I do like the re-releases that we got for Cars on the Road. I like the fact that they re-released the cars from last year that were poorly distributed, like Margaret Motorray, Barney Cones. I don't know if Chris Freightman was that poorly distributed. I mean, I never got him, but he was released in early 2024 when distribution was pretty good, I guess. Well, it was decent, I would say. And yeah, we got also President Mater, The only re-release that I don't really like it that they put is Nile Speedcone. We don't really need her back. She was pretty common. Noriyuki is nice, I guess. Apparently well, I'm pretty sure he was a peg warmer. Yeah, but still, it's nice to see him back because I feel like he's one of the more underrated re-releases. Also, it's just nice to see some Salt Flats cars. Well, besides Nile Speedcone. But yeah, and we got some other standard, I guess re-releases like Cave McQueen, Cryptid Buster McQueen, and obviously Road Trip McQueen and Mater. So yeah, moving on to Cars Tunes. This is probably the weirdest part because, well, okay, first of all, I like the fact that we got Candy and Cho. It's really nice to see them back after a long time. Also, it's nice to see Komodo. Now the weird thing is that we were supposed to get Bye Bye Car this year, but apparently I guess she was canceled. Unless, of course, this is just the poster excluding her and she will be actually released. But it appears that at least on the poster, she was replaced by Drift Party Mater, which is not great. But I don't have him, so I guess it's great for me. So yeah, but hopefully she does get released. But yeah, I kind of wish that they moved on to other Cars tunes, you know, not just Tokyo Mater, but who knows, maybe next year. I do think that Mattel is saving her for next year because next year is the 20th anniversary, so, you know, hopefully they'll do something special. Up next is the GRC, which, I'm going to be honest, is probably the least interesting part of this whole poster because there's absolutely nothing new. Although, I can kind of understand it because last year distribution was pretty bad, so, which means that the distribution of the GRCs was pretty bad. So I can kind of understand why they're bringing them all back. And honestly, it kind of helped me get some of them. It helped me kind of nearly complete. I still need Cruise. But yeah, I'm almost done with my entire GRC collection. So yeah, including the 2-packs, which I'll get to, as I said. But yeah, we were supposed to get a few more, but I can kind of understand why they canceled them. I mean, you know, they just want people to catch up with the old releases, so it's perfectly understandable. And then we move on to the Race and Rescue line. I gotta say, I really like this line, which is why I think this year isn't as bad, because I like the Race and Rescue line. Yeah, I do wish that we got some more movie releases and like on the road releases, you know. But this is fine, I guess. I like the fact that they're combining both, like the rescue side and like a rally race side. So that's pretty cool. One thing that I do find kind of weird is the fact that they downsized Red once again, and also Morgan Martins. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but I don't really mind. It's great to see Morgan once again. He was a super chase back in 2017, so it's pretty interesting to see a variant of him. It's also pretty cool to see Cal back. I think this is like the first time in a while that we got a Cars 3 veteran variant, so that's pretty cool. And also, once again, another variant of Jackson that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw like a low quality version of this poster, I was really unimpressed with Jackson, but honestly, looking at this like higher quality version of the poster, I'm really impressed um with the way he looks, especially like seeing him in a package. Like he looks even better than on the poster because obviously this is just a prototype. Also, I like the fact that they're combining all three movies. I think that's pretty cool. And we obviously have Jeff as well, who looks pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is his eye expression. It doesn't really match his mouth. He looks kind of weird, but other than that, I think he looks fine. And obviously we have Chick Hicks. So yeah, it's like combining all three movies. That's pretty cool. And also we have Kathy Copter for some reason, even though she's a reporter, not a rescue vehicle. But whatever. I don't really mind it. Yeah, and obviously we got some like Radiator Springs townies. So yeah, they've kind of been doing like different toy lines have been doing this like race and rescue, all this like rescue line with Radiator Springs townies. So yeah, it's about time Mattel did it. But anyways, moving on to 2-packs, starting with Cars. We got the only one that's a re-release is Mater and Cactus McQueen, and the rest are new. I really like these 2-packs. I like the Tex and Bling Bling McQueen 2-pack. I was able to get Tex finally. This is a pretty weird one. Sage Vanderspin and Darren Leadfoot. Kind of a random one, but it's cool, I guess. Yeah. And then we have Masha Elsbranch and Megan Shifter, which I'm gonna be honest, this is a pretty genius 2-pack. I kind of wish they did something like this last year, with Mandy Fruder-Bender and Bryn Imagier or Greg Candyman, because that probably would have made her a lot more accessible. So I'm glad they did that with Masha over here, so you can get her both as a single or in a 2-pack if the distribution is bad. Because with the 2-packs, distribution is pretty good, at least mostly. And we have Cars 3, no Cars 2 2-packs, unfortunately. We have Nick Shift and Barry DePedal, which is a pretty cool 2-pack. It's nice to see Nick Shift come back. Not Barry though. He's been released too much. And then we have these 2-packs. It's great to see Clovis Rider back. Once again, one of those racing legends that's really rare. So it's nice to see him back, or at least like really obscure, I guess. This 2-pack though, I'm not really happy about. It's nice to see Rich Mixon back, but not Eric Breaker. It's kind of like the Nick Shift and Barry DePedal 2-pack, except Rich Mixon was released like in 2023, so it hasn't been that long. And moving on to On the Road, there's absolutely nothing new, unfortunately, but the 2-packs that they did bring back are actually pretty good. Especially this one. Hopefully I'll find this one. But yeah, it's nice to see these 2-packs come back. And then Cars Tunes, nothing new, just Kabuto with Flames and Dragon Lady McQueen. So yeah, not much to say there. Same with the GRC. Just like, this is a reissue of last year's 2-pack, and this is a new pairing. So yeah, it's still understandable why they re-released, the diecasts. And then finally, the Race and Rescue 2-packs, all of which actually contain exclusives, at least one exclusive car, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we got the the Rally McQueen, who looks pretty cool. At first, I wasn't a big fan of his gray lightning bolts, but honestly, they've kind of grown on me. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next we have like Adam Rodriguez and Sheriff. I really like Sheriff, the way he looks. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the Race and Rescue logo on his hood, because they have it on this side, so I don't know why they put it on his hood. Kind of pointless, but whatever. And Adam, I guess it's nice to see him. He is an on-the-road release, so it's kind of odd to see him in the Race and Rescue line. He technically appeared in like that music scene, the truck's music scene. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But he is technically an Cars 3 release, like a Cars 3 character, because I'm pretty sure there are fire trucks in Cars 3 who look like this. And then we have the Danny Suarez and Cruz Ramirez 2-pack. It's nice to see Danny back, although kind of wish that we got his regular variant before this one. Also, for some reason, he has a number 99, which is pretty weird from the NASCAR line, but it kind of makes sense. Like, if this is supposed to be canon, which it probably is because they're making a book about it, it would make sense for him to have the number of, his real life counterpart, which is 99. It's not 19 anymore, so yeah, it's not just something NASCAR did, I guess. Which also kind of explains why he hasn't been released in a while, because, it wouldn't really make sense. It wouldn't really match up to real life. But yeah, anyways, in conclusion, I think that this is a pretty cool mainline. Kind of wish that there were more movie releases and, more on-the-road releases, and also that Bye Bye Car was released this year. But I can totally understand why they made the decisions that they did. And who knows, maybe next year is going to be like, completely like, I don't know, unexpected in a good way. Like, maybe they'll surprise us. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.